I used to like to take that right front tire and hook it on those hash marks to kind of rip it around the corner right there. But as you go through 1 and 2 right here, as you see, Honeycutt has gotten right to the back bumper of Corey Heim. You see right there where Eckes is running behind these guys, it's just cleaner. And that usually results in more grip.
Well, you see Honeycutt's getting closer to Heim. He's starting to feel the pressure of Eckes. And there's 4 to go here in the stage. He's going to try to move up the racetrack here. Don't want to follow him. Got to try something different. He's going to get a good run.
Might not be enough to get to his quarter panel, but now it's decision time. Okay, where do I enter turn 1 here? It's narrow. He's going to try to squeak to his outside, which is a tough move.
Merry Christmas.
Eckes going to go by both of them right here. See you. 1 and 2.
Yeah, while you guys are dealing with that, I'll take advantage of that. See you later.
Yeah, what a great move by Christian Eckes right there. Those guys had to check up just a little bit. He's been rolling that bottom so well, was able to drive right by him.
And Eckes is being super patient on the bottom of 3 and 4. We saw Heim, he kind of slides up off the bottom. It takes 3 feet. Honeycutt's going to get a big run on Heim here, probably going to get second. But Eckes is being really patient down there on the apron, finishing low, entering low, never leaving that seam that's on the bottom of the racetrack. And that's what's really making a ton of time. And like we saw he did the previous lap, he's running a lane and a half lower through 1 and 2, kind of getting into cleaner racetrack. And that's really paying dividends. I bet every spotter is telling their driver what's happening right now with the lanes.
I enjoy listening to these trucks go around the corner right now, and they're just off the gas so much, just rolling, and they're going so slow. They're over, 3.5 seconds slower than what their fast lap was. They're just putting around trying to get to the end here. They have no tire left.
We see Lane Riggs go to 4th here, passing Carson Osfar. We thought he was going to pit. They said on the radio that they were going to come and pit, and then he saw he had more contact. They were going to get a hammer out. I'd kind of leave it because he seems to be moving pretty good right now. So things have turned around for Lane Riggs after he thought they were going to have to make an unscheduled pit stop.
Yeah, and you see right here, Christian Eckes going to take the white or coming to the last lap of this first stage right here. We've had a couple of spin outs, and I don't know that as we had those cautions and went through the first part of this stage that we would have said, hey, Christian Eckes is probably going to win this stage, because I didn't see him coming in from anywhere until the last 15 laps or so. And all of a sudden, he just started mowing those guys down. But Christian Eckes is going to go through turns 3 and 4 right here and take this first stage.
A great job, patient, like Blaney said, to be able to grab the stage. That's what makes these type of tracks so much fun. Tracks that have a ton of tire fall off, puts on great racing, and sometimes a little bit unpredictable when you watch a longer run play out.
Well, that's Christian Eckes' second stage win at Darlington. Won stage 1 and went on to win the race in 2023. We'll see if he can do it again.
3 years later.
No mistakes. Austin?
Yeah, we got Christian Eckes, the leader, obviously really happy with his race truck. Going to have no changes. Came on the radio and said, this truck is awesome, dude, after he crossed the line. Well, we got Lane Riggs, kind of flip side of that spectrum. Had some contact, thought he got the front toe knocked out. They're going to put 4 tires on it. They made some spots up at the end of that long run, but not really sure what they got right now. What do you got, Ricky?
Yeah, down here on our end, Seth Smith is going to try and tighten up Corey Heim's race truck. He said he's burning his rear tires off, hanging on for dear life. Now, on the opposite side of that, Ross Chastain is asking Phil Gould to free his truck up. So he's going up on the track bar, making air pressure adjustment. Caden Honeycutt said he feels like he is losing most of his time down in 1 and 2. Feel like he's just way too loose. He's going to try and put some front brake in it. Scott Zipadelli's going to get him tuned up. He said he's really good in 3 and 4, looking for a little bit better rear grip there in 1 and 2.
Well, they filled them all up with Sunoco race fuel with 0 carbon bioethanol, so they should be all set to get this second stage started.
Yeah, big loser. Christian Eckes losing 5 spots there on pit road. Well, we've lost a legend. Chuck Norris passed away earlier today at the age of 86. He was best known for his legendary acting and martial arts career. He had also had a connection with NASCAR. His son Eric won the 2002 Winston West Series Championship. Chuck also introduced chase drivers at Texas in 2016. Chuck was 86 years old. I got the pleasure to talk with Mr. Norris there in Texas. He was an amazing human being, and he will forever be missed.
going to cost him about 5 spots here on pit road.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we talked about before they came to pit road. Can't make any mistakes on pit road no matter how fast your truck is, but you see him hung up there on the right rear. Now he's got to do it all over again. And usually as the race goes on, they become a little harder to pass because everybody usually makes their trucks better. So tough situation for the 91.
Well, if his truck's like anything like it was the first run, that thing's going to come alive here, in about 25 laps. So,
Right.
But like Kevin said, everyone starts to get their truck a little bit better as the night goes on. So it's harder to make up those spots. So hopefully that rear changer learns from his mistake, and I'm sure they're still going to have the same speed in that truck. And William Sawalich is actually going to start on the front row. We saw him spin earlier and put some new tires on it, got some track position back, finished 5th in the stage. We'll see what he can do with the front row.
Yeah, and he's hoping for no more cautions.
Yes.
He used that first set of tires when he spun out and had to put those on. Got him a good finish in the stage. Gave him the track position.